There comes a time in every life when the rhythm changes. The frantic pace of existence gives way to a gentler, more deliberate cadence. It is a moment not of ending, but of profound beginning. A time to seek out a new habitat, a place to unfurl the next, perhaps most beautiful chapter of one's story. Imagine, for a moment, leaving the familiar behind and setting forth into the unknown, not with trepidation, but with a quiet, thrilling sense of anticipation for what lies just over the horizon. The world, in its vast and unending wonder, holds secrets. There are pockets of existence tucked away from the clamor of the modern age, where life moves in harmony with ancient tides and the turning of the seasons. These are not just locations on a map, they are sanctuaries. Places where the air is cleaner, the colors more vibrant, and the heart can finally find its own peaceful rhythm. The allure of these undiscovered havens is powerful, a siren song for the soul that yearns for peace, for beauty, for a connection to something deeper and more lasting. Our journey today is one of discovery. We will travel to the quiet corners of our planet, to 7 remarkable places that offer more than just a change of scenery. They offer a change of self. We will peel back the layers of the known world to reveal the hidden gems sparkling beneath. The question is not where they are, but which one might be waiting, with patient and silent grace, to welcome you home. The adventure, as it always does, begins with a single hopeful step into the wild unknown. Far out in the vast, deep blue of the Atlantic, a chain of volcanic islands emerges from the mist, a world unto itself. This is the Azores archipelago, a land sculpted by fire and softened by the sea. Here, life is governed by the gentle ocean breezes that whisper through fields of hydrangeas and the quiet, steady presence of ancient volcanic craters, now cradling serene, emerald lakes. The air is thick with the scent of salt and damp earth, a primal perfume that speaks of isolation and resilience. It is a place where nature has been allowed to compose its own, unhurried symphony. Imagine waking not to an alarm, but to the soft, diffused light of a misty morning filtering through your window. The only sound is the distant, rhythmic sigh of waves breaking against black volcanic shores, a sound that has echoed here for millennia. One could spend a lifetime exploring the lush green calderas, walking trails that wind through landscapes of impossible beauty, and watching as the sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple over a seemingly endless ocean. It is a life lived in tune with the grand, slow cycles of the planet. We travel now to the high Andes of Colombia, to a place where the landscape itself seems to breathe. This is Salento, the heart of the Eje Cafetero, or coffee axis. Here, rolling green hills, impossibly steep and verdant, stretch as far as the eye can see. They are punctuated by the surreal sight of the Quindio wax palm, the tallest palm tree in the world, piercing the sky like silent, patient sentinels. The towns, with their brightly painted balconies and colonial architecture, are splashes of vibrant color against the endless green. Havens of warmth and community. The rhythm of life here is slow, dictated by the meticulous, patient process of growing and harvesting coffee. It is a rhythm you can feel in the air, a sense of deliberate purpose and deep connection to the land. As you wander the colorful streets of the town, the scent of roasting coffee is a constant companion. To live here is to embrace a sense of discovery, to find serenity in the simple act of watching the clouds drift over the Kokora Valley, or sharing a story with a local farmer whose family has tended this same patch of earth for generations. It is a life of quiet contemplation and profound peace. Our journey takes us east to the confluence of two great rivers, the Mekong and the Nam Khan. Nestled in this sacred embrace lies Luang Prabang, a city that seems to exist outside of time. Its very atmosphere is imbued with a spiritual calm that emanates from the dozens of ancient gilded temples, or wats, that dot the landscape. At dawn, a silent procession of saffron-robed monks collecting alms is a ritual that has remained unchanged for centuries. A daily reminder of devotion, humility, and the cyclical nature of life. The gentle brown waters of the Mekong River flow past the city, a constant, soothing presence. To sit by its banks as the day ends is to witness a spectacle of quiet magic. The setting sun bathes the temples and the surrounding hills in a soft golden light, casting long shadows and creating a sense of profound tranquility. The air grows still, and a peace settles over the city, a quiet that is not empty, but full of history, devotion, and the gentle hum of a life lived with grace. It is a place not just to see, but to feel, to let its serenity seep into your very being. We venture now to the heel of Italy's boot, a region bathed in an almost mythical sunlight. This is Puglia, a land of ancient olive groves, where gnarled, silver-leaf trees stand as testament to the passage of centuries. The landscape is a rustic tapestry of deep red earth, dry stone walls, and the iconic, conical-roofed stone huts that seem to have sprung from a fairy tale. Whitewashed villages cling to hilltops or gaze out at the shimmering Adriatic Sea, their narrow alleyways offering cool respite from the midday sun. Here, life is an ode to simplicity, a celebration of the authentic. The air carries the scent of the Mediterranean, a mix of wild rosemary, salt, and the sweet perfume of sun-ripened tomatoes. The joy of living is found in the simplest of pleasures, a meal made from ingredients plucked from the garden just hours before, a glass of local Primitivo wine shared with neighbours, the warmth of the sun on your skin as you stroll along a deserted beach. It is a return to the essential, a discovery that the richest life is often the one with the fewest but most meaningful ingredients. Our travels now take us to the very edge of the map, to an island state at the bottom of the world. Tasmania, a land of raw, untamed beauty and profound isolation. Here, nature reigns supreme. Wild, windswept coastlines are battered by the relentless swell of the Southern Ocean, while inland, dense, ancient, temperate rainforests hold secrets in their moss-covered depths. The air is some of the purest on Earth, a crisp, clean elixir that invigorates the senses. This is a sanctuary for both wildlife and for the human spirit seeking refuge. The call of native birds becomes the soundtrack to daily life, the rustle in the undergrowth a reminder of the wallabies and wombats that share this habitat. To make a home here is to forge an intimate relationship with the natural world, to find wonder in the dramatic dolerite cliffs of the Tasman Peninsula or the serene mirrored surface of Dove Lake. It is a life lived in awe of nature's grandeur, a constant, humbling reminder of one's small but precious place within it. We return to Europe, to a place where mountains plunge dramatically into the sea, creating a landscape that defies easy description. This is the Bay of Kotor in Montenegro, often mistaken for a fjord, yet it possesses a unique character all its own. The calm, cobalt blue waters of the bay snake inland, reflecting the sheer, imposing limestone cliffs that rise on all sides. Nestled at its deepest point is the old town of Kotor, a medieval labyrinth of stone streets, hidden piazzas, and ancient churches, all protected by formidable fortress walls that climb the mountainside. To live within these walls is to step back in time. The echo of church bells marks the passing of the hours, a sound that has resonated through these same narrow alleyways for centuries. There is a sense of timelessness here, a quiet permanence that contrasts with the fleeting nature of the modern world. One can spend days, or indeed a lifetime, exploring the hidden corners of the old town, climbing the fortress for breathtaking views, or simply sitting at a quayside cafe, watching the quiet comings and goings on the bay. It is a life of quiet adventure, where history is not in a museum, but is the very fabric of home. Our final destination is a city that tumbles down a series of steep hillsides into the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This is Valparaiso, Chile, a chaotic, colourful, and utterly captivating port city. It is a place that refuses to be neat or orderly, a vertical labyrinth of winding staircases, rickety funicular elevators, and houses painted in every conceivable colour. Every wall is a potential canvas, covered in vibrant murals and street art that tells the story of the city's bohemian soul. This is a city powered by a hum of creative energy. It has long been a haven for poets, artists, and dreamers, and that spirit infuses every corner. To live here is to embrace the unexpected, to find beauty in imperfection, and to feel inspired each day. Imagine waking to sweeping ocean views from a brightly coloured home perched on a cliff, the distant sound of foghorns from the port below. Every day presents a new path to explore, a new piece of art to discover, a new vista to take your breath away. It is a place where life itself is a work of art, constantly unfolding in vibrant, surprising ways. Our journey to these 7 hidden corners of the globe comes to a close. From the volcanic shores of the Atlantic to the artistic hillsides of the Pacific, we have glimpsed worlds where life offers a different promise, a promise of peace, of connection, of a deeper sense of belonging. These are but a handful of the secret havens our planet holds in its keeping, quiet places waiting patiently for the right soul to discover them, to listen to their unique rhythm, and to call them home. The map of our lives is not fixed. Its borders are ever-changing. Perhaps one of these places has sparked a flicker of recognition within you, a sense of a story that is yet to be written. Perhaps it is a different place entirely, a hidden gem that only you can find. The world is full of such possibilities, countless sanctuaries where a new chapter can begin to unfold, filled with its own characters, its own colours, its own quiet wonders. The greatest adventures, after all, are not always about the journey, but about finding the one place where you can finally, peacefully arrive. Take a moment, close your eyes. Imagine your own story unfolding in one of these secret havens. What does the air smell like? What sounds do you hear? Who are the people you share your days with? The world is waiting, and your next, most beautiful chapter is ready to be lived. All that is required is the courage to imagine it, and the quiet wisdom to seek it out. The perfect habitat is out there, somewhere, waiting for you.